Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here on the Iron Man profile. Today, we're venturing down into the depths of the Crimson Isle to do some more Blaze Slayer. The goal today is to kill a tier 3 as well as craft our first tier 2 dagger. This is kind of the starting process of what's going to be a lot of stuff we need to do for the Slayer. We still have so much ahead of us. I mean, we haven't even killed a tier 3 yet, so that seems like a pretty good starting point today, and getting a tier 2 dagger will increase our damage by a ton. So if you guys are new here, don't forget to go and leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are. We're on the road to 150k subs. Would mean a lot if you could hit that subscribe button. It's completely free. And without further ado, let's jump right into this one. Super quickly though, if you do find yourself checking out the Hypixel store, consider using my creator code Zach, that is ZACH, for an extra 5% off your purchase. It's a great way to support myself and the channel, and you save 5%. So it's really a win-win. Thank you so much to everyone who does use my code. You guys are amazing. But without further ado, let's jump right into today's episode. Today we're doing some Blaze Slayer stuff. As you can probably tell by my setup here, I've been doing some tier 2s this morning, and something I didn't realize I was actually able to craft. I don't know when I got all these cataleads. It must have been when I was doing all that quartz mining, but if we go and look in my small nether sack, I have 174 cataleads, which is actually enough to finally go ahead and craft a medium nether sack. I know that's kind of hard to believe. The cataleads for this sack are just honestly absurd, like unreasonable beyond belief, so it's gonna be nice to finally be able to upgrade this thing. The large one requires, like, I think 240 cataleads, which is just honestly ridiculous. So that'll be for a future project, but we can go ahead and just like this. Something tells me I put all this stuff in the wrong slots. I did. Let's move everything over one just like so. I'm assuming it's like this. It is medium nether sack. I'll be able to hold 2,240 of every item instead of 640. Massive upgrade, obviously. So let's go ahead and do that. We don't have many cataleads left to our name, but there we go. So much more storage for everything, which is super nice. Another thing I've been working towards, though, is trying to spawn on my bosses with the Millennia Age Blazes. So far, I only have 3 Millennia Old Blaze Ashes. I'm pretty sure these are a 1 in 22 drop from the Millennia Age Blazes. So here, if we go and take a look at that, yes, it is 1 in 22, so 4.5%. I guess I haven't killed too many of these things, but honestly, still surprised that I've gotten 3 netherrack-looking sunshades, which are 1 in 100, and only 3 Millennia Age Blaze Ashes. Not to mention, I've only gotten 1 of these things today, and I've gotten like these 3 like today, so it's kind of ridiculous. I would love a smoldering book though. I didn't realize these things are 1 in 6,250, which is kind of insane. But yeah, working towards this because I really want the Blaze Talisman. Gives you +3 true defense and then reduces the damage taken from blazes by 5%, which honestly everything adds up in this game. So yeah, hopefully we can get there. I don't know if I have the 8 enchant blaze rods. I'm gonna be honest, I think I upgraded my blaze minion. Now I remember why I was saving those blaze rods. I remember when I upgraded that minion, I felt like I was saving those for something and I just couldn't remember what. So maybe we won't be crafting that today, so I won't focus it as much because I do want to use my enchanted blaze powder for like upgrading our daggers if we can somehow do that. So, and I don't have as much enchanted blaze powder as I wish I did. So yeah, something to keep in mind. I will have to save up 8 enchant blaze rods though for this talisman eventually. I've been doing a bunch of tier 2 Blaze Slayer. So far so good, honestly. I'm happy with how they are going. It just takes so long because I spawn them in a mage setup and then swap over to this, so I'm running back and forth to the hub to Maxwell. I really need to get his contact to my Abby phone. It's going to help a ton. So excited for that. However, in terms of the Millennia Blazed Ashes, we're currently sitting at 6 out of 8, which is honestly really good in my opinion. 2 more to go. I've been doing my best to only kill the Millennia ones when I'm getting ready to spawn my boss. And I also need to get 1,000 of the Derelict Ash to actually craft one of the next tier 2 daggers. We're sitting at 665, so we have a little bit more to go. So far, so good, though. Just gonna keep on at it. A couple drops we've gotten. Magma Cream Distillate, Blaze Rod Distillate, a few other things like that. So that's pretty exciting. I've been spending the last at least an hour or so attempting to cheese a tier 3 Blaze. And honestly, I just haven't even been recording it because I'm sad to admit how many attempts this has taken. But I finally did it, so I'm going to basically attempt to walk you guys through the next one. It's a long boss fight with these daggers I have, but it's going to speed up getting the Derelict Ash by a ton. There we go. We killed a tier 3, as you can see. Now I can see the tier 4 one. This thing's brutal. 45 million health. Demons damage 15,000 damage per second. The demons have 5 million health, not to mention all these other ridiculous abilities. Fire Pillars, Apocalypse, Demon Split, Helion Shield. It's Honestly disgusting. However, from killing a tier 3, you get 60 to 80 derelict ash, and I need 1,000 ash to basically craft my first of the tier 2 daggers, which I'm really excited to hopefully get my hands on really soon. I'm probably going for the mod dredge one. I just feel like this one is best for damage overall, so upgrading this one first will be really nice. Obviously, you want to upgrade all the daggers. Yeah, I'm actually just so happy that we finally killed one. I'm going to start another quest, and let me see how much derelict ash we're sitting at now, if the server will allow me. It got super laggy near the end of that fight. 808 derelict ash, so we need 200 more, which is literally like 4 of these bosses, and I think I know how to do them. I was struggling because I was trying to spawn them in the pit by standing on this block like this. Instead, you need to stand on this block like this. So, yeah, something I was struggling with because the kind of thing that splits off into the pigment one just kept on spawning over here, and then I would just get absolutely destroyed. I got some glowstone dislip from that boss, though, so let me go ahead and swap back over to my mage stuff, get ready to spawn the next one, and hopefully we can do this one together. Kind of forgot to record the beginning bits of this, but as you can see, I do have my boss going. Basically, you just spawn it in this little pit thing here, and you have to stand on the block I'm standing on the back here. Otherwise, it just bugs out, which is super fun. I don't do much damage, I'm going to be honest. I only have the tier 1 daggers. I'm working on getting the tier 2s, obviously, but this makes the boss fight actually somewhat doable. I mean, I can kill tier 3s. Not sure how consistently yet. Literally only killed one. Also forgot to mention, I did end up getting 50 Skyblock XP for doing that for the first time. So that is pretty nice, not gonna lie. Did one? No, okay. We just need to shove one into the wall there, like so. And then we just need to get through the first phase of this dude, just like so. And then that one will start taking damage, and basically that's just how you do this boss fight. Sometimes fire pill will spawn, so I do recommend keeping a wither cloak shield with you. You never know when you need to use it, but there we go. One of the summons should die, and now we just take care of this one. It's pretty chill. Obviously, tier 2 daggers are going to make this infinitely faster, and if I actually properly kit out my daggers a bit more. 14 million health left, though, so we are actually getting somewhere, as you can see. Starts with 45 mil, so it is a process, don't get me wrong. And I need to heal just a little bit. That is not what I meant to do. Let's go like this, back over the crystal. Yeah, it is a little tedious. The fire pits especially start doing some serious damage when you're standing here. But there we go. Another tier 2 complete. We pick up our stuff, and we're on to the next boss. Jeez, 2 in a row. Let's go. Another boss about to finish up. We should be done it in just a second here. Beautiful. There we go. Blaze Rod Distillate. Hey, don't mind if I do. That boss took me, it takes me about 2 minutes to kill these things, unfortunately. It is a long process, but a worthwhile one, honestly. And in terms of derelict ash, that was my 3rd one now. We are sitting at 954. We need 1,024 to upgrade to the mod dredge dagger. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, start another one. You guys kind of get the process now. The one thing that does suck is not having Maxwell's contact. Between spawning, it's so much faster to spawn on mage, so I'm constantly running back and forth, kind of like this, and yeah, it definitely slows down the process by a large amount. So next time I'm on the garden, I definitely need to attempt to prioritize farming some carrots and get some ultimate carrot candies so I can actually get his contact. Unfortunately, that's what he asked for, and it's like 40,000 enchanted carrots or something, but it's going to be worthwhile, so I should make sure that I do that next time I'm on the garden. I am currently only 4 derelict ash away, so we're going to go ahead and... How much do you get from a tier 1? 2 to 3. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna do, I guess I'll do a tier 2, right? I mean, may as well, just to get it done. It'll be way faster if I do a tier 2. I mean, the boss fight for tier 3, I've done quite a few now in a row, and it still takes forever. So the faster we can get our hands on this better stuff, obviously the better. My last boss, some guy almost griefed me, so that was fun. But yeah, let me go ahead and get this tier 2 spawned really quickly. It takes, like, these lobbies are so laggy, so it just takes everything so much longer. Crimson Isle lobbies, I don't know if it's just too many people in them, I don't know what, but man, they're laggy. And there we go, a tier 2. That thing went by a lot faster. I don't know why it's not showing me the time on that, but I mean, that boss was just infinitely faster than a tier 3 for obvious reasons. I mean, it literally has an actual fraction of the health. 10 million compared to 45 million is a large gap. So we should now have all the derelict ash that we need. 1,036. We need 1,024 to upgrade one of these daggers. On a different day, I plan on upgrading the other dagger, obviously, but Yeah, that's amazing. So now we have some kind of annoying crafts to do, and we're going to be running around basically seeing if I even have all this stuff. I might even have to go mine a little bit of glowstone for this, some enchanted mycelium, some enchanted red sand. So this is going to be a little bit tedious, but it's time to basically start doing some resource gathering. So I do actually have all the glowstone, all the magma cream, all the blaze powder, all the nether wart for the molten powder, and obviously the derelict ash. Which kind of leaves me with, I need a stack of enchanted red sand and a stack of enchanted mycelium. So I'm not sure how long this is going to take, but I need 10,000 red sand, and I just did a tenth of it. So yeah, this might take a minute, but it isn't going to be too bad. I mean, there's definitely worse grinds we've had to do. I actually can't wait to see the damage increase on these daggers. The daggers are just so low in DPS. So yeah, any increase is really good. I also need to eventually put fumings on these things. I might even start setting aside some recoms for them, because I feel like that could be really beneficial and lead to me being able to hopefully cheese tier 4s in that little spot. Maybe even working on upgrading some Sorrow pieces, and there's a lot of things I can do to basically increase my setup for this. So yeah, those are all things to kind of focus on relatively soon. I wouldn't mind really getting into Blaze Slayer here. Obviously, it's beyond tedious, so yeah, I'm not really sure what the best setup I should have is before I start doing tier 4s, but yeah, being able to solo tier 3s, even if it is with that cheese spot, is definitely really nice, and with these tier 2 daggers, we might even be able to start looking at doing tier 4s, so that'll be really exciting. After mining mycelium and red sand for a little bit, I should now have everything I actually require to kind of do all this, so let me actually put my nether sack away again. Basically, what I understand we need is 4 stacks of enchanted magma cream, 4 stacks of enchanted blaze powder, 4 stacks of enchanted nether wart, like so, and then we need 4 stacks of enchanted glowstone to have just enough for that, and then we find ourselves needing a stack of enchanted red sand and a stack of enchanted mycelium. This should be everything that we need to actually craft 8 amalgamated crimsonites. These things are just so tedious to craft, especially on Ironman. It's kind of disgusting, but let's go ahead and craft these up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Beautiful. We had just enough for all of that. Now we need to go ahead and take out our, where is it? Our derelict ash. We need a ton of this stuff, and we're going to go ahead and make 8 molten powder. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, good. We literally have just enough. 12 extra derelict ash. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we have our twilight dagger right here. I believe I need an enchanted sulfur cube, and okay, that was bugging. Beautiful. This on top, 8 molten powder, our twilight dagger. There it is. Holy tedious. Withered Modredge dagger. This thing, I'm actually so excited to get. Not only do we get an extra gemstone slot, it just increases our stats on it like crazy. So actually, before we go ahead and craft this, let's go ahead and warp over the Kudra again. Where I just want to see how much damage we do one hit to a blaze. I think I'm on mage reforges still. So that will obviously... Oh, okay, I'm even worse. I'm on reforges to actually go ahead and farm red sand and mycelium. So my damage will be honestly rather sad. If I can actually find the Slayer spot, I am genuinely lost. Alrighty, I changed my reforges, and here we go. Let's go ahead and see how much damage we do one hit to a blaze. So there we do 200k. Okay, my game is freezing. If we go ahead, though, and hit it with the grapple shot, we do 416k, about 400k. I think I've fabled on these, if I'm not... No, I've withered. Okay, so it should be the same amount. But we do about 400k damage with the Twilight Dagger, which is not good by any means. So let's go ahead and finally craft the Modredge. Enchanted Sulfur Cube there, 8 Molten Powder. Beautiful, our first Tier 2 Dagger crafted. That is so clean. I'm actually so pumped we have this. This should help with our damage a massive amount. So let's go ahead and see how much damage we're actually doing now. Let me try and pull a Smoldering Blaze off to the side a little bit. Now one hit, we're doing 900... Okay, we're doing almost 1,000,000 damage. That is actually disgusting. Literally doubled our damage. I don't know if I did something else different there. I don't think I did. We literally crafted it in the same clip. Let me check again. Okay, yeah, we just do over 900,000 damage now. That is a massive increase. If we can get the other dagger to tier 2, I genuinely think we might have a shot at doing tier 4 bosses. That's insane. Super happy that we got our hands on the Modredge dagger today. This thing is actually sick. I'm excited to use it more. I mean, the amount of damage it does is unreal. And so yeah, now the next step is going for the Kindred Blade dagger, I believe, which is the upgrade to our Fire Dust. So that's the next goal, obviously. I should probably set aside 2 recoms for these things, as well as take a look at what I need to do to get a opal gemstone on this one, and maybe even get one ready for the other dagger. So those are some things to work towards. Another thing that I did complete during this grind, though, is, if I go look at my nether sack, I do actually have all the millennia old blaze ashes, which is super nice. So all I need is 8 enchant blaze rods, so I'll start putting those aside once I put another 4 stacks of enchant blaze powder aside for the molten powder for this thing. So yeah, really happy with that. This should make doing my tier 3 so much faster. And yeah, overall, quite successful Blaze Slayer video. So hopefully you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, don't forget to go and leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. Don't forget to use code Zach when checking on the Hypixel store. Save yourself 5%. And without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace out.